Here we are in West Sonoma. We're looking at 5th Street West and West Napa Street, and this seems to be pretty much of a commercial area. You see the Wells Fargo Bank there, but when you look right next door, you kind of look at that green building. That's a house, and we know somebody who lives there. And then a little further down here, some more houses too. Well, the problem is that you're going to put this utility pole, and Verizon expressed an interest to put a close proximity microwave radiating antenna all the way at the top. Well, that's not such a good idea because you're way too close to houses here. We're wondering, well, this might be completely unnecessary because we think there's a lot of radio frequency microwave radiation. Let's see how much we have here. Let me zoom in on that and see what we got. Oh, 43, 48, 47, got it. Okay. All right, we got an iPhone on Verizon. Let's see if we can make that call. I can hear it ringing.
Hello?
Hi, can you hear us all right?
Yes, perfectly.
All right, thank you very much. Once again, proof there's no significant gap in coverage for Verizon here in West Sonoma, and we're at 500 5th Street West. Here we are in Sonoma, California. We're at 453 2nd Street West, and we can see that this is primarily a residential area. It may be a little commercial back behind me, but looking up here, that's all houses. It goes to the end. You can see there's a beautiful water tank there, which would be a great place for a cell phone tower. And then you whip around, you'll see that we're right here in front of Tax Pertise, Bonnie Lee, enrolled agent. And so she has a little accounting business here. I'm not sure if she lives in the home as well, but the problem is that right next to her, we have a fairly small telephone utility pole. And that is one where Verizon is expressing interest in putting one of those close proximity microwave radiating antennas. Sometimes they call them small cells. That's probably going to go up another 10 feet. And so we're wondering if this is even necessary. How much radio frequency microwave radiation do we have here? So let's just hold it out and take a look. And so I'm zooming in on that. We got somewhere around 17, 10, 12. Got it. Okay. And so now let's see if we have enough to place a phone call. We got that iPhone on Verizon. Let's see if we can make that call. Oh, I can hear it ringing. Can you? Yep. Hello, can you hear us all right?
Perfect.
Okay, thank you very much. Once again, proof of no significant gap in coverage here on 2nd Street West in Sonoma. No need at all for this cell phone tower. Let's actually save all these houses and push it further out away from the homes. All right, here we are in Sonoma, California. We are in 1st Street West, right around 574 1st Street West. And here's the problem with zoning regulations, is that you sit here and you call this a commercial zone, yet right behind this yellow building, which used to be a house, actually is a house. That is a nice 2-3-story gray home that's going to be within 150 feet to 200 feet of a cell phone tower, which is entirely too close for any residence. But what we're going to do is we're going to whip around and show you the rest of this home that's been converted to an office, and we're going to come up on a pole right there where Verizon has expressed interest in putting one of those small cell phone towers right there with an antenna at the top. Well, we're wondering whether that's necessary. Let's find out how much radio frequency microwave radiation we have here. All right, let's see how much radio frequency microwave radiation we have here. You know, we got 160, 140, 90, 85. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, we got that iPhone on Verizon. Let's see if we can make that call. Oh, I can hear it ringing.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear us all right?
Perfectly.
Perfectly again. Thank you very much. All right, once again, proof of no significant gap in coverage here on 1st Street West in Sonoma. Once again, no need for any of these cell phone towers because there's no significant gap in Verizon coverage. Here we are in Sonoma, California, looking down Mariano Drive at the corner of 5th Street West. And we just talked to the gentleman who lives in this greenhouse, and we had a little sad story that he's going through divorce and needs to sell his house quick. That's why you see the for sale sign there on the street. Well, guess what? He had it on escrow and it fell out of escrow because looks like Verizon is targeting this for a cell tower, and people don't want to buy houses that are next to cell towers because that is a discriminatory action taken by the city against its residents, and it forces people to lose value for their home. Terrible idea. No need at all for this. Let's find out how much radio frequency microwave radiation we have here. And so I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on that, and I'm going to see that we got something like 10, 12, I've seen 15, good, thank you. Oh, let's see if that's enough to make a phone call. We have an iPhone on Verizon. We're going to go ahead and put that on speakerphone. I'm going to just zoom in on that and see what we got. Can you hear it ringing? I can.
I can.
I can hear you guys.
All right. How well can you hear us?
You sound fine to me. I mean, I heard you guys having a little conversation.
Sounds great. All right. Well,
bars.
thanks very much. All right. Proof once again, there's no significant gap in coverage here at 5th Street West and Mariano Drive. There's no need for this cell phone tower. All right, here we are on the west side of Sonoma. We're right in front of 725 Verano. And why is that? Well, because we look down this street, we come across and we see a large telephone utility pole, just like that. There's a PG&E pole where Verizon has expressed interest in putting a close proximity microwave radiation antenna. Look at this. Right next door is the Lighthouse Christian Church, where all these kids are playing at a playground. What a terrible place to put a cell phone tower. We really think this is a bad idea. Why is it that we need one here? I have no idea, because let's see how much radio frequency microwave radiation we have here. Put it further out. Okay, zooming on that, we got about 1, 2. Okay, let's see if that's enough to make a phone call. This is an iPhone on Verizon. A little higher, please. There we go. Is it calling?
Yep, I can hear it ringing.
I can hear it ringing.
Hello.
Hi.
How can you hear us?
You guys sound wonderful.
Great.
Awesome.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Talk soon.
Okay, talk to you soon.
All right, proof that even at 1 microwatt per square meter, that's plenty to make a phone call. There's no significant gap in coverage here, right next to the Lighthouse Christian Church. Here we are on West 2nd Street near Perkins, and we see Sonoma Post-Acute, which is an acute care facility. These people are very sensitive and very, very sensitive to radio frequency microwave radiation. Well, when you come around to the southwest corner, we find a utility pole, PG&E utility pole, where Verizon wants to put a close proximity microwave radiation antenna right on top of there. And it's going to be right next to this home just being built at 205 Perkins Street. Well, I don't know if the new owners are aware yet, but unfortunately this is going to reduce their housing value quite a bit. So let's find out how much radio frequency microwave radiation we might have here. Alright, so you can hear it in there, and I'm going to zoom in and see it was like 20, 15, 18, got it, okay. Let's see if that's enough to make a phone call. We have an iPhone on Verizon. Let's see how that goes. We got that on speakerphone. I can hear it ringing. There's a second ring, huh?
Yep.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear us all right?
Yeah, loud and clear. You guys sound fabulous.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. All right, once again, proof there's no significant gap in coverage at Perkins and West 2nd Street. No need for that cell phone tower because there's no significant gap in Verizon coverage. All right, here we are, West 1st Street and Andrew in Sonoma, California. We're at 681 West 1st Street. So this is an apartment complex, and there are a lot of people here to which I think Verizon wants to sell a video television subscription. And the problem is when the radiation actually flows back to the back units, it goes through all the other units on the way back there. Well, if you whip around, you can see that right across here on the corner, on the northwest corner of this intersection, is that fairly small telephone pole. That must be up only about 30 feet. So they're probably going to replace that and put a much taller one in, probably 40 feet or so. And so we're wondering if this is even necessary. Do we have any radio frequency microwave radiation here? Let's take a look. And so put it in front of me. I'm going to zoom in on that, and it looks like we've got 3, 4. I've seen up a little higher than that, so 10. All right, 6, good, 11. All right. Okay, we got an iPhone on Verizon. Let's see if we can make a phone call. I can hear it ringing.
Hello?
Hello, how are you doing? Can you hear us all right?
Okay.
Can you hear us okay?
Loud and clear.
All right, thank you very much. All right, once again, proof that there's no significant gap in coverage in this part of Sonoma, and we are again at West 1st Street and Andrew. Here we are at 342 Arroyo Way in West Sonoma, and what do we see? We see a telephone pole that's already been tagged for replacement. So this is where Verizon wants to put one of those close proximity microwave radiation antennas right in a residential zone, which seems completely inappropriate. And all we have up and down the street are residential homes, so there's no need to do this. Now the question is, how much radio frequency microwave radiation do we have here? So let's take a look. So it sounds like we got quite a bit, and let me zoom in on that, and it looks like 10, 12, I've seen more, there's 25, 30, 40, got it, okay. And let's see if that's enough to place a phone call. So here we have an iPhone on Verizon. I can hear it ringing. What a surprise.
Oh,
Hello, how are you doing? Can you hear us all right?
you sound great.
Okay, thanks very much. Well, once again, proof there's no significant gap in coverage here in this part of West Sonoma. No need for this cell phone tower either. That makes 100% of the locations we've done today with no significant gap in Verizon coverage. Well, here we are on the edge of western part of Sonoma, and we're looking out towards Petaluma there across this beautiful field. Well, clearly nobody needs reception out there, but we come around and we're going to end up seeing that we're close to the city limits of Sonoma that you can see in the green sign, and just right in front of these two homes on West 5th Street we have 20120 and 20130, and we've got a small utility pole upon which I believe Verizon's going to replace that pole in order to put a nice tall cell phone tower on that so-called small cell. Well, we're wondering if we actually need anything here, so let's take a look and see how much microwave radiation we have here. And taking a look at it, I can zoom in on that. We got 3, 4, 5, okay, got it. So we have an idea of how much we have. Can we place a phone call? All right, we got an iPhone on Verizon. Let's see if we can make that call. Oh, I can hear it ringing.
Hello.
Well, thank you very much. How do we sound?
Amazingly well.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Once again, proof there's no significant gap in Verizon coverage all the way out here, even on the western edge of Sonoma. They must prove there's a significant gap in coverage in order to be able to preempt local authority. Hi, here we are on the east side of Sonoma now, and this is in front of 246 East Napa Street, and a nice lovely home here. This is completely residential, and when you whip around you're going to see this pole right there. That's the one Verizon has expressed an interest in putting one of those close proximity microwave radiating antennas, and it's probably going to go all the way to the top. There would be the antenna, and the radios and everything will down here. Well, we're wondering if this is even necessary. So how much radio frequency microwave radiation do we have here? Oh, looks like we got a lot. Okay, so we got 100, 103, 90, 84. Great, thanks. Let's see if we can make that phone call. We got that iPhone on Verizon. I can hear it ringing already. Let's see what we got.
Hello.
Hi, can you hear us all right?
Sounds like you're in the room with me.
All right, we'll look forward to seeing you a little bit later. Thank you. Bye-bye. Great. Once again, proof there's no significant gap in coverage anywhere at the 10 locations that we looked at here in Sonoma, California. No need for any of these cell towers downtown. Let's put them out in the outskirts of town and let them waft that signal in. That will be able to close any alleged gaps in Verizon coverage.